Hi everyone, this is Martin Smith, and in this episode of In the Know, we're going to be talking about home remodel nightmares. Specifically, 10 things that can turn your dream remodel from a crisp high five to a facepalm real fast. Let's get started with number 1, changing your mind after the work has begun. This is so easy to avoid. Just think about the project completely through before you start. What are you trying to accomplish? And if this remodel is not going to really truly accomplish what you're trying to do, remodel may not be the best solution. Number 2, blowing your budget. I'm going to say it again and again. Do not start what you cannot finish. It's one of the top mistakes people make. If you don't have the time and money to do something right, you will not have the time and money to do it over. 3, being sledgehammer crazy. We've seen it on TV. People buy a property and just take a sledgehammer to it left and right. And frankly, that's just not the way it goes in the real world. Most project disasters happen during the demolition phase of a remodel. So again, is that a load-bearing wall? Is there plumbing behind a wall? Electrical? Sometimes you really want to consult a professional before going crazy with a sledgehammer. Number 4, inaccurate measurements. This is another big one. There's the old saying, measure twice, cut once. Forget that. Measure 5 times, cut once. You can always measure again. You can never recut something once it's done. Make sure to get the dimensions for any appliances you want to use in the project and make sure they fit correctly in the spaces that you need them to. Number 5, not getting the right permits. This can be a costly one because if the city catches you without permits, you may have to tear down everything you did and restart the project after you get the permits. And it can actually cause problems without the right permits selling the property in the future. And something else to think about, if there's ever an accident at the property, your homeowner's insurance may not cover something that was put there without the proper permits. So make sure to think about that before getting started. Number 6, over improving the property. And if your main reason for the remodel is increasing the property's value, make sure to keep the conservative appraisal in mind for when you sell the property. You do not want to over improve past the community norm. Number 7, not knowing your limits. This is a big one, and there's 3 parts to it. The skill level. Now, you can surprise yourself with all the things you can accomplish. There's a lot of knowledge out there, but watching all the YouTube videos in the world are not going to give you the skill level to do certain things in your home. Then there's money. I said it earlier, I'm going to say it again. Do not start what you cannot properly finish. And then also time. Know when to hire a contractor for this, not only for the skill level, but for the time. Can you live in the property during this remodel? If you can't, you have to factor in that cost as well. Another one, number 8, physical labor versus your physical limits. And a lot of people underestimate the physical labor required for these projects. Just even like, for instance, flooring. Just transporting your flooring from a supplier to your property can take considerable physical effort. You save a lot of money on shipping, for instance, but a lot of folks don't realize it could be several thousand pounds or even a ton or more of material you're bringing into your house, and account for transport, placement, and installation. Do you really have the physical capability for that? Number 9, designing too trendy. Remember, the hipper a design is now, the earlier it's going to become dated in the future. So design to your taste, of course, but you have to remember that you have to find someone that's going to like the same designs you did when you sell the property in the future. And last but not least, number 10, not ordering extra materials. It's so cheap and easy just to get an extra box of flooring, an extra box of connectors. Nothing can bring a project to a grinding halt faster than realizing you need one more plank of wood, or having a connector break and not having any extra. And then it takes a lot of time and money to go get those things that you really can have right from the get-go. And most suppliers and stores will allow you to return unused material. So always get a little bit more than you thought you'll need. Well, that's the top 10 list of remodel don'ts. So I hope this has been informative. And again, if you need some advice on what kind of projects can enhance the value of your property, contact me. I'm happy to help. And if you need the names and information for qualified contractors to assist in a project, happy to help there as well. I'm Martin Smith, and you're in the know. Thanks for watching. Contact me if you need help buying or selling a home or investment property in Arizona. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to be notified of all of our real estate videos.